Hello, and welcome to A VO's Journey. My name is Anthony Pica. This show is all about helping the new and upcoming voiceover artists grow their business and sidestep all the crazy things that I seem to step on. I don't know what that bump was, but it is what it is, right? Hello, welcome. It is Tuesday. What's today? August 18th. Absolutely wild. Well, I wanted to come back with another video in our voice acting tutorial so that we can hit the ground running and talk about today storytelling, how to tell an effective story by using energy. I think this is something that, when someone says, hey, I want you to, tell it really, tell a great story, or I want you to really, weave your magic in and out, how do you do that? How do you tell a good story? And this can be about anything. This doesn't have to be just about audiobooks or, this can be about narration. This can be even in commercial scripts. There are times where we have to really tell a story. All right. And when we're talking about telling a story, there's really two types of ways that we as voice actors can really relay a story using energy, right? One way, and I've talked about this before, is kinetic energy, right? So when we think about kinetic energy, we think about physical energy. So like with our voice, we think about, heightened excitement. It's usually louder in volume. It's, more in your face, just bigger in general, right? And then the second thing of energy we can use is more of a mental type of energy. Okay, this is where we speak usually at a lower volume. We restrain ourselves. We contain that energy, that kinetic energy. We contain it so that it draws people in. It creates this tension. Right? It's all about creating tension. So this is something that we can use in our bag of tricks as well in order to tell an effective story. So when I go about teaching this or working on this, I like to kind of do a little exercise. And what I have here, and I'm going to try to share the screen with you. Here we go. Do we see this? Okay, great. So what I have here is a character script, and basically this is a script that is just about a character for the opening for like a video game type of character trailer, and I'm going to read it in two different ways. So this is a way that you can read a script. I want to try to make sure I widen this out so everybody can see it, so that you can read scripts and actually do some exercises on your own. So the exercise we're going to do here is two different ways, and the objective here is to tell a story two different ways using two different types of energies, right? Using one, that kinetic energy, and then using two, the mental type of energy. All right. One is big, energetic, loud, a lot louder. One is more quieter and restrained, right? And it builds tension. All right. So this is called Losing My Mind, and this is about a character who is basically purchased a home for a good price, thinking that it was a good deal, then comes to find out that it was haunted and there is this insane doll that's, coming after them. Okay, so I'm going to do this first, and I'm going to read this in a heightened state, okay, more of a kinetic energy type state. Then I'm going to go back and I'm going to read it in a more of a mental energetic state, okay, more a psychological energy, okay? So here we go. So first off, let's go ahead and start it. All right, and this is the kinetic energy one. I'm losing my mind. Not sure how long I have before my mind goes dark again. I hope I have long enough to finish this letter. There is a house in the village of Amityville, New York, that is rumored to be haunted. For the last 50 years, several families lived in there, and most of them reportedly started to exhibit strange behavior several months after moving in. Supposedly, they started to lose their minds. There were suicides and murders. Residents of this house did tend to meet a darker end than most, but I never believed in a curse. Who would? I wrote an article for a local paper, debunking most of the notions about House of a year ago, but the legends persisted. So much so that the house stood empty for at least 3 years. I happened to be in search of a new place, so I bought it. I mean, why not take advantage of a stupid myth that made the price of a perfectly good house so low? Now, I know why. It's the doll. Okay, so that's the that's the first part that I went ahead and gave you a big kinetic energy type of read. Now I want to go back and I want to try this again with more of a mental, a psychological energy. All right, we're gonna do this at a lower volume, maybe at a slower pace. Okay, maybe I'm gonna try to contain this energy and build some tension. All right, you ready? I'm losing my mind. I'm not sure how long I have before my mind goes dark again. I hope I have long enough to finish this letter. There is a house in the village of Amityville, New York, that is rumored to be haunted. For the last 150 years, several families lived in there, and most of them reportedly started to exhibit strange behavior several months after moving in. Supposedly, they started to lose their minds. There were suicides and murders. Residents of this house did tend to meet a darker end than most, but I never believed in the curse. Who would? I wrote an article for a local paper debunking most of the notions about a house a year ago, but the legends persisted, so much so that the house stood empty for at least 3 years. I happened to be in search of a new place, so I bought it. I mean, why not take advantage of a stupid myth that made the price of a perfectly good house so low? But now, I know why. It's the doll. So that's the doll. So, that's another way of telling the story. And then what you can do is you can go back and ideally you can work with a partner, whether it's a spouse, a friend, a significant other, whether you're a part of a group, maybe you're part of a Fiverr Elite on Saturdays where we get together and we meet in groups of 4 or 5 where we use scripts like these and go back and read and give each other constructive criticism to help grow. But it's a great way to go back and listen to both and have a conversation. Which one did you like the most? You know what I mean? Like, which one did you like? And then ask the person who read that too. For me, I think I probably liked both. Probably a mixture of both could have went well. Do you know what I mean? Like, I liked the beginning where it's more like, I'm losing my mind. I like that more internal battle. But then I like the difference with, there's a house in the village of Amityville, New York, that is rumored to be haunted. I like kind of a little bit more release of energy and anxiety. But then as we go down and we get to the murders and the suicide, I can see, and then we get to, why it's the doll. And then as you go down, which I didn't read, but, it talks about, it's the creepy little thing. But, I threw it away. I try to chop it up and it keeps coming back. So anyways, I could see a variety of them going together. But this is a great tool for you to use, all right, to weave a story in and out by using different types of energies and different types of styles. Let's see. Let's go back to, oh, no, that's the wrong place. Here we go. So anyways, I hope that this video helps you today and about, the voice acting tutorial today. It's all about storytelling and using different types of energy, whether it's a kinetic type of energy, a physical type of energy with your voice big, the volume's up, and just, more almost youth-like and the speed and pacing, or more of a mental, psychological energy where it's lower in volume and it's slower and more reflective, and there's intensity that builds from tension that you create by slowing down, by being quieter, getting closer to your mic even. okay, with some different mic techniques. So I hope this helps. Thank you so much. If you get a chance, please like, subscribe, share this with somebody who needs it, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much. Goodbye.